headstones, the dead flowers, the bitter patter of little red feet. Makes a man feel bad to be alive. Once a year, when the last leaf of autumn falls, we gather to honor the great cycle of life and death. Come, every member of our clan, living, dead, and undecided. And let us celebrate what it is to be an Adams. Come to me, my luscious wife, or she of skin so pale, eyes so black, and dress cut down to Venezuela. And tell us what it is every Adams hopes for.
Darkness, grief, and unspeakable sorrow.
I love it when you talk sexy. When you're an Adams, you need to have a little moonlight. When you're an Adams, you need to feel a little chill. You have to see the world in shades of gray. You have to put some poison in your day.
That's the way
When you're an Adams, you need to have a sense of humor. When you're an Adams,
you need to have a taste for death.
that's about the world outside and what it looks from you. When you're an Adams, you do what Adams always do. Mi amor,
Will you love me forever and ever?
we shall remain as besotted with each other as the night we met.
Our first date, you took me to see
Death of a salesman.
how we laughed. And on my birthday, you brought me.
Anthrax.
Even then, you knew my heart. When you're an Adams,
You gotta have a lot of passion.
when you're an Adams, you need to really love your wife.
Several times a day.
You're happy when your toes are in the mud. You smile up in the moment you smell blood. When you're an Adams, you need to grab a bow and arrow. When you're an Adams, you need a moment to explode. Just pour a potion
With the stitch.
and wait till things get hot. You're an Adams, you have to really stir the pot.
So keep your sunshine and keep your glee. Country music and Tennessee.
Keep your laughter and TV,
And all will be alright. Give us shadows and give us gloom. Broken glass in a motel room. Something fun we can all consume and give it all tonight. And on this special night beneath our family tree, we summon our beloved ancestors. Why do we do this?
because to deny death is to deny life.
And how do we do this? By dancing on their grave. Good answer. Dance, my brother Hester, to wake the dead. Jewel twins! Rigomoris! Death rattle!
When you're an adult, when you're you're obligated to the past. It's family first and family last and family one and mine. When you're an adult, the standard is from the past. When you're an adult, you do what adults do or
Until next year, my beloved ancestors, you may be dead, but you still got rhythm. Not so fast. You're not going anywhere. We have a problem.
His name is Lucas Beinecke, and I'm in love.
Oh, that's right. Little Wednesday Addams, that charming, irrepressible bundle of malice who would poison her own brother just for a ride in the ambulance, has grown up and found love. What's the problem? I'll tell you the problem. He's from Ohio. So, here's the deal. You want to stay, go back into your nice warm crypt? Well, you know the family rule. Nobody sleeps until love triumphs. That's right. What will this mean for the family? And who is this Lucas fellow? Is he worthy of her? Do they really love each other? What is love anyway? Does this rash look serious to you? So many questions about love. When you think about it, is there anything more important? Let's not talk about anything else but love. Oh, let's not talk about anything else but love. Can't we talk about lofty goals, mating souls, altering minds, and faltering goals? Let's not talk about anything else.
Have you been a good little mousie? Would you be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice just for the sake of love? You would? Well, this is your lucky day.
Up since the fair, feel the kiss of my Spanish steel. Fight, sir, fight like a man. Fight, 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 fight. Ha! Foiled again. Ow! Still too fast for me, you devil. Flowers! Who would send something so tasteless?
The most precious gift there is, more goodylicious than gold, is that blessing we call friendship, whether new or very old.
Good delicious. Who talks like this?
The Beinecke's, Wednesday's friend Lucas and his parents. He's all she ever talks about. Lucas, Lucas, Lucas.
Always 3 times?
They're coming for dinner tonight.
Tonight? Why?
She invited them. Put these in water. Wednesday's got herself a beau.
But she's a baby. We just brought her home from the hospital.
They're young, they fall in love, they kiss.
Each other. My beloved pigeon kissed by a stranger. Attack coupé. Oh, kiss that, Mr. Lucas, by the kid.
Better now.
Suddenly I feel sad. Why would she do this?
You do this every time she meets a boy.
I know, I keep forgetting. She got so big.
Wednesday's growing up.
She'll be Thursday before you know it.
Here's dinner. Don't forget to cook it this time. Hello, Father, Mother. Oh my God! You tore the heads off the flowers! They'll die!
Yes.
Poor little flowers. So soft. Like the ears of a little pink velvet bunny rabbit.
Paloma, maybe you should lie down for a minute.
Why?
You're happy.
I know. It just comes on me. Suddenly, everything seems light and fluffy, and I want to go pick flowers and feed squirrels. And then it passes, and I want to squeeze a frog until the guts come out of its mouth. And then it comes back again. Lucas, Lucas, Lucas! Oh, he's so smart and so deep, and I just want to tear his flesh off and eat him up. Where was I? Never mind. Huxley's waiting for me. Have a super, super day.
Oh boy. My head is spinning.
I know. It feels as if the whole room is moving.
Wednesday and Lucas sitting in a tree. K-I-L-L-I-N-G. First comes. Thanks, Wednesday. That was intense. Oh, I can't do this anymore. Why? It doesn't feel right. No, it feels great. I'm so confused. This dinner is a bad idea. On the other hand, it's a good idea. You see what I mean? Oh! Dinner will be fun, and we'll play the game. Oh my God, the game. The game is fun. The game is sadistic.
Uh-huh. What's wrong, Wems? Is it this Lucas guy? You want me to blow him up?
You're such a child. The thing is, ever since I met him, I felt, I don't know, I don't have a sunny disposition. I'm not known for being too amused. My demeanor's locked in one position. See my face? I'm enthused. Suddenly, however, I've been puzzled. Bunny rabbits make me want to cry. All my inhibitions have been muzzled. And I think I know why. I'm being pulled in a new direction. But I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm being pulled in a new direction. Through my painful pursuit, somehow birdies took root. All the things I detested, impossibly cute. God, what do I do?
Well, you got some real issues.
Fly away, little birdie. Mother always said be kind to strangers, but she doesn't know what they destroy. I can feel the clear and present dangers when she learns that the Lord has got me headed in a new direction. I think I like it.
That was good.
I think I like
Do
it.
it again, do it again.
Being pulled in a new direction. This feeling is impossible, so all goodbye that I tried, but I can't let it go. It's disgusting.
guns.
We taught her to aim.
We gave her a bone.
We gave her no shame.
We gave what we had.
Made sure she was mad. Did all that we could to keep her sad. We told her to stay away from modern jazz.
It's that week-long trip to Alcatraz.
We promised she'd be equipped and filled her crypt with war. What did we know? We took her to funerals in the morning mist.
We took her to slaughterhouses.
Schindler's List.
To scowl and sneer and dog and ear.
On cue. So, what did we do? Where did we go wrong? Are we good parents? Where did we go wrong?
Are we cliche?
Somewhere in between guilt and guillotine, we forgot to notice that our daughter lost her way. Where did we go wrong?
Captain's fix this.
Maybe it's a passing phase. But if she's going wrong, then what will change her ways? That's it, we cancel this dinner, bolt the doors,
We'll circle the wagons.
and give these good delicious Schweinekist the boot.
We must intervene.
We shouldn't delay.
She's barely 18.
So what do we say?
We'll be at home.
That's certainly true.
Here to console
No
us.
teacher with you.
So while the fox
My darling, discuss.
It's only us.
It's us, only
We've
us.
always been there for her, to swear for her.
Discouraged and don't care for her. Don't care for her, it's not for her. They call a living hell. So where did we go wrong? It's not a question. Resolute and strong. It's our next move.
We'll tell her today.
Do what we say. Send on the body, eat back to the fray. Turn them away at first sight. And that's where we'll go right. No dinner tonight.
Okay, family meeting about tonight. Hurry up. Okay, first we'll have drinks, like, hi, nice to meet you. Then they'll want to see the house. Then at 8 we have dinner, and they can be back at their hotel by 9:30.
Actually, Paloma, your mother and I have had second thoughts.
What about?
At this dinner, it all seems so quick.
It's not quick, it will be fine. They were so looking forward to it. They've never been to New York. And you can tell them some of your stories, and they'll see how smart and funny you are. Please.
Yes, well, I always say to your mother, you can't just write people off without meeting them.
Next time I'll drive the wagons.
Okay, here's the thing. We're all gonna act normal.
Define normal.
I just want them to like us!
Who are they not to like us?
Look, if they don't, they'll take Lucas back to Ohio, and I'll never see him again.
Ohio, a swing state. Monsters!
They're normal people, not like me, not like you. Please, won't you do just what I asked you to? One normal night, that's all I want, that's all I need from you. One normal house without a mouse to feed a plant or two. You must admit we're not what people call laid back. So can't we lose a bit and lose the basic black? Oh, one normal night, normal people on their way. Just one normal
first saw her, I was lost in the park, and a pigeon dropped at my feet with an arrow in it, and I looked up, and there she was. Wednesday, with a crossbow, and she looks like Diana the Huntress. Diana the Huntress, a Roman goddess, Dad. She ruled the woodlands and was worshipped by slaves.
Hey, see, Alice, there's your base in New York. Gods and slaves. But for the real people, they gotta bust them in from New Jersey.
He's just expressing himself, dear. Expressing is the poet's art. Just simply say what's in your heart.
Lucas, your mother's rhyming again. I say we take a rain check and go back to the hotel.
No! Normal night, no, not the poem, not one inspiring word. One normal scene, the routine tonight can't be absurd. Please don't embarrass me or be completely rude. Don't make a fuss about the house, about the food. Oh, normal night, no, it's good, but can't you see? This one normal night is for me. Come on, let's go. This way. Come on.
Oh, he seems like a nice young man. Yes, they are from two different worlds, so what? Not right for each other. What do you mean not right for each other? Was Napoleon right for Josephine? Was nausea right for Dramamine? Were the 80s right for the drum machine? Who's to say? Who's to say? Was ballet right for Balanchine? Was polio right for the soft vaccine? Were you folks right for the mezzanine? Who's to say? Normal night is a perilous trick. Normal is hard to attain. Children are crazy and parents are quick. Passions are hard to explain. Now this is their moment, and this is your chance. So if you don't want to remain, start singing of love, 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 love. Only affairs of the heart. Your turn. Bringing them love. Yes, love, love, yes. Love lets you spirits depart. So, let the normalcy start. Protect and rally round. Let's meet them and love it. One normal night is one. Yeah.
street lamps. Okay. Oh, well, all right. What is it, some kind of theme park?
No, dear, this is how they live in New York. Broken windows and no heating.
Mal Weineke. That's my wife, Alice. My son, Lucas. And you are... Nice talking to you. Keep in touch. Wow. Will you look at this place? I'll bet it's 20,000 square feet in the middle of Central Park. How'd they swing that, I wonder?
I don't know, dear, but that man looks dead.
Oh, look at son. Floor's cracked. Mold up there. This was a tear down for sure. I would love to get my hands on it.
Now put away your work for once and welcome in the new. Reach deep in your surprise bag. There might be a gift for you.
Honey, my surprise bag's so full I can barely lift it. $12 for an egg sandwich, 23 and change for a 3-minute cab ride with a driver dressed like a lad. We're in a third-world city, Alice. I kid you not.
Well, I like it. Everyone seems so busy.
I think these are your kind of people, Dad. Real salt of the earth.
Yeah? Where's the money come from?
Funny you should ask. July 31st, 1715. The Spanish galleon Pico de Gallo, founders of the coast of Florida, my great nautical ancestor, Captain General Redondo Ventana Laguna Don Jose Cuervo, finds himself stranded in a hostile land, infested with mosquitoes, rattlesnakes, and many retired Jewish pigs. But he manages to save 3 forts, this very rapier, and a chest containing 5 million pieces of 8. Or 8 million pieces of 5. The record is unclear. Mr. Malcolm Weineke, I presume, and the lovely Mrs. Malcolm Weineke. And you must be young Lucas. And as of course you are the father and you are the son with a massive thyroid problem. I go too far. No matter the night, she is young. Welcome to our extremely normal home. Known as Hidalgo Adams at your service, allow me to present my wife, La Buena, mother of my children, l'amor de mi vida, the love of my life, Morticia.
Sorry I'm late. I was putting the apple pie on the windowsill to cool.
That's my little woman. A duchess in the parlor and a genius in the kitchen.
Your man.
And a gymnast in the bedroom.
Very pleased, Mr. Beinecke.
Mrs. Adams.
Mrs. Beinecke.
Alice.
Alice, and you must be Lucas. What a lovely name.
Thanks. I'm named after my uncle Lucas, who got his leg torn off in a threshing accident.
Oh, they don't need to know that.
No, it's a beautiful story. What a handsome young man you are.
Thank you, Mother. Hi, I'm Wednesday.
What are you wearing?
A dress.
A yellow dress.
Oh, no, what happened? You look like a crime scene.
Will you excuse us for a moment? I'm just being normal, okay?
Darling, we don't wear bright colors. Bright colors are for people with no inner light and no imagination.
Oh,
a good one. Stick on a nice yellow dress.
Thank you. Yellow is my favorite. Yellow is the color of the warming sun. Yellow is the color of yumminess and fun. Why not show the world the love in which we all believe? Why not wear your heart for all to see right on your sleeve? Yellow is the egg yolk that's dripping
Excellent, excellent. A lovely sentiment about the color yellow. Yellow, the misunderstood primary color. And now, why look everybody, it's Pugsley Adams. Wednesday's brother just returned from Bible study. Say hello, Buggles.
Hello, want to make a donation?
Of course, sweetheart. What are you collecting for?
A new handgun.
Is it normal out there?
And this is our dear little grandma, the very soul and spirit of the family.
Now?
Mhm.
Hi, I just came.
Over there.
Hi, I just came from the hospital. Volunteer work. I got to deal with the guy in the morgue. Half price on body parts. You want one? Just leave a note on the fridge.
But whatever you do, don't open the fridge.
Yes.
Are you ready for some football? How about them Cleveland Browns, huh? Oh, incomplete pass. By a 6-yard penalty. Oh, Krister's got the ball. He's running. He's dodging. Look at that son of a bitch go. He's under 10. He's on the 13. He's on the 45. And touchdown. The crowd goes wild. This is my brother, Fester. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Fester. All right, go away now. Bye. And now for a welcoming toast from the extensive Adams cave.
Children, you're excused.
Lucas, come on. Dad, remember.
Not to worry, Paloma.
Hey, leave the door open, you hear?
Ah, you're concerned they will make the beast, eh? Not to worry, my friend. My daughter has a black belt in Taekwondo. He tries anything, she'll rip his throat out. To the children.
Excuse me, do you have a little girl's room?
We used to, but we let them all go.
Upstairs, dear, I'll show you.
Down and down, Morticia, a grand tour for the missus. And the mister and I will go below for some guy stuff. Then dinner, and after dinner, who knows what?
Thank you for the flowers and the lovely card. Wherever did you find it?
Oh, I wrote it.
Oh.
Yes, Lucas isn't the only poet in the family, you know. When I'm depressed or feeling blessed, a poem will get it off my chest. They come to me, they take no time, they just pop out and always rhyme.
Maybe you should see someone about that.
And they're always about the one thing that everyone needs and so few have.
Healthcare?
talk to avoid the doom. One wrong word and they all go boom. Wonder of moonlight and line. Stay passionate, demise, the clock ticks on. Stories die when the master done. Watch them try and it's fun to keep from getting fried.
When are we going to tell them?
Not we, me. I'm the guy. I'll tell them.
Why do we have to tell them at all?
If we're gonna get married, I want their blessing.
Oh, come on.
They're my
Cut
parents.
the cord, Lucas. It'll give you some room to move around.
Look, if I'm gonna be a writer, we're gonna need my father's help.
We don't need his money. We can live off the land.
Oh, that's practical. And when you run out of arrows, then what?
You know, you're really making me crazy.
I'm making you crazy, you're making me crazy. Well, tell them at dinner.
Yeah. Quiet.
Tell them at dinner.
Not you, Ben.
Who?
Never mind. Let's go.
Interesting chair. Antique?
15th century, the heretics' chair, once owned by Tomas de Torquemada, Grand Inquisitor of Madrid.
Oh, you collect this stuff.
A man must have his place. Some play cards, some play golf. Me, I collect instruments of persuasion. Why, you ask? Go on, ask.
Why?
It's fun. The history of the world told with agony and dismemberment. Get up, I show you. You sit, they ask you a question, they don't like the answer. That'll make you believe, eh? Sit down. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, some other time.
Okie dokie. So how about these crazy kids, eh?
Yeah, what about?
The world is their oyster, my friend. Will they devour it hungrily, or just settle for the shrimp cocktail? You like seafood?
No, not really.
But I think it likes you. Oh, so sweet. Take him.
What?
Take him now.
All right.
She's usually very shy with strangers. Oh, no! Police! Stop! Police! Police! Get back! He's a guest! You can't have him! Back! Back! Sit! Stay!
What the hell is that?
A bullwhip.
No, that thing.
Ah, her knees. A giant squid. She came up one night through the toilet and my wife, bless her, can't turn anything away. Would you mind if I look for your mother?
What?
Nothing, just a thought. Speak about you, your family, your Heineke saga, your life, your loves and hates, your son. What are his intentions toward my daughter?
Oh, Lucas, he's a kid. Innocent as a newborn baby. You don't have to worry about anything indecent happening.
I wasn't worried about that, but like her mother, Wednesday is not to be trifled with. Her last relationship, she ended very badly. The boy just disappeared.
Did he lose interest?
No. He just disappeared.
Okay, Adams, let's just cut to the chase. Look at this place. I mean, with all due respect, the walls are sweating, the beams are rotted out, and you deserve better. So if you ever want to unload this place, I might be able to help you out.
Heineke construction. We turn your dreams into concrete.
So, what do you say?
Oh, out of the question, these 2 acres have been in my family ever since Queen Isabella of Spain deeded it to my great ancestor, Alfonso the Enormous, for services rendered.
What services?
Alfonso the Enormous. Do I have to show you a diagram? Come, Heineke, let me show you the the moat. Did you bring a bathing suit?
And that's Aunt Helga from Baden-Baden. She was a fun gal.
Who's that looking over her shoulder?
Oh no, that's her other head.
She has two heads.
Well, you know what they say. That's me and Gomez dancing at our wedding.
Oh, your leg is in such an interesting place.
That's the tango.
Tango?
The little dance that makes men weep and women cry out in the night.
Oh.
You should try it with your husband.
Now? Not with his blood pressure.
Well, here's Wednesday at her confirmation.
What's that she's holding?
Her little crossbow.
No, in the other hand, that thing with the arrow sticking out of it.
Someone's dog. They're not supposed to let them off the leash. It's a city law.
And here's one of Lucas as Apollo in the 10th grade play. That's him in the toga, and that's Mal next to him, of course.
Mr. Meineke doesn't seem too pleased.
He wasn't crazy about Lucas in the toga. Mal was always more about the business, actually, up early, home late, work. The other night, I was in my bedroom and the phone rang.
In your bedroom?
Oh, I'm in Lucas's old room now. Mal needs his sleep, and I kick and thrash and moan. It's no big deal, am I right? We get to our stage of life.
Our stage?
Well, time has left a tapestry of what we've done and what will be. We've had our fun, we've run the race, and Mr. Crow walked on our face.
Mr. Crow.
Well, we've done everything we're going to do, and now it's time to step aside for the children.
It is?
Alice, 7 o'clock.
Her master's voice, time for his plavix. Coming, darling! Do you know what I love about you?
I'm smart and fun and cool and sensitive.
No, it's that your neck curves into your shoulder.
We're gonna have such an incredible life.
Tell me,
I won't let us be trapped in a creepy old house like our parents.
we won't ever be trapped.
It's a big world out there. I want us to go everywhere, see everything. Mozambique, Tanzania.
And Siberia, and Death
I
Valley.
want us to make a difference.
Yes.
So we don't look up when we're old and wrinkled and realize we've never done anything and we've wasted our lives like our parents.
Huh? Come on, I'll show you the graveyard.
Things are going very smoothly, don't you think?
That boy is putting terrible ideas in her head.
Like what?
Have we wasted our lives?
What are you talking about?
We've never been to Mozambique or Siberia. We haven't seen the world.
You don't like the world, remember?
What if I was wrong? Paris, the guillotine, Napoleon's tomb, the sewers. Gomez, I've never seen the sewers of Paris.
I know what kind of trip you need. A trip to heaven. Come, my darling, this is our time.
Gomez, I'm having a feeling I've never had before.
Are you sitting on your keys?
Look at me, husband. Tell me what you see.
My beloved wife.
No creases of missed opportunity, no lines of regret. All wrinkles, crow's feet, like a crow has been walking on my face.
Lucky the crow who walks on such a face. Cara, you are the most desirable of all women. Each day I wait for your sweet caress and that maddening aroma of mildew and patchouli. My love, my wife, and the mother of our beautiful children, a little man who will change the world and a daughter so delicious, like a ripe plum. Come, the time is upon us.
Right?
Yes.
You said Wednesday was right.
Yes.
The ripe, fertile, young love.
Yes.
Which makes me want to prove.
Yes. No. You also are a plum.
An old prune, a breakfast food, a laxative.
God, my sweetness.
Now, Gomez, am I old?
Not from here. Come, Farida, a trip to heaven.
No, Gomez, that's not enough.
Not enough. What else is there?
I don't know.
Nordisha, Nordisha, the name of all is gold. It speaks of death and labored breath, not fears of growing old. If I could stop the clock right now to make a simple wish, The only wish that I would wish is this. The wind that makes a window creak, the mist inside the word mystique, Morticia. The fluttering wings of bats in flight, those creepy crawly things at night, Morticia. The moment she is focused on you makes you feel alive, and after she is through you hope you only just survive, not like being stung by every bee inside the hive, Morticia. The scream she saves for only you, the misery she puts you through, Morticia. The chill she brings to every room, the lethal stench of French perfume, Morticia. She meets your gaze and promises to send you to the sky, when all the while behind that smile she's wondering how you'll die. That's why it's so delicious to be dominated by Morticia. Not today. That's what I heard her say. What's happening to my wife? What's happening to your wife? Not today. That's really not okay. She must be feeling blue. I don't know what to do. Except perhaps it's true. I must. I count. I win. You think? I shall. I'll end my life. Morticia. She's every dream and every nightmare permanently bound. So when I'm dead asleep, that's when I feel it most profound. But tell me you'll come round before I'm 6 feet underground, Morticia. Green technique, Morticia. A blackened heart, a darker soul, imprisonment with no parole. If I love you and you love me, then lose this fresh facade. My ingenue, I'll help you to avoid the firing squad. And life will be for us, you'll see, interminably hard. There's not a more I could wish that would explode my darling kiss. Morticia.
Then I'll find us a place in the country.
Yes.
Just the two of us.
Alone together.
Nothing fancy, a house and a garden.
With an apple tree and a dog named Shep.
Ah! Ah!
Pugsley, stop sneaking around like that.
It's my house too, okay?
Hey, it's the Pugster. What up, little man?
You trying to be cool?
Uh-huh.
Because you're not cool.
Your sister thinks I am.
She'll get over it.
Aren't you a little young to be smoking?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna go now.
Can I come?
Sorry, Pugs, it's over. I'm with Lucas now. No hard feelings. Bye.
But wait. Wait. What if she never tortures me Peyote. What's it do? Makes you run around naked in the woods. This one? Cuckoo leaf. You got someone giving you a hard time? Maybe. Sprinkle a little of this on his toast. An hour later, he's in the lockboard at Bellevue screaming, I am Spartan. Grandma, but if there was this girl who met this person, and he's all like Mr. Kissy Lips, and she's all like, golly, and have a nice day, and they're gonna run away and live alone and eat apples, what would you give her? Nothing. She's your sister. Be happy for her. But what if she doesn't get rid of him? What if all the good times are already behind me? That's life, kid. You lose the thing you love. What's this one? Acrimonium! You want to stay away from this baby. Why? Takes the lid off the id. Brings out the dark side. What do you mean? One sweet of this, and Mary Poppins turns into Medea. I don't understand your references. Well, stop the damn texting and pick up a book once in a while. Quit whining about your sister. Start thinking about you and how you're going to live your life. Time, my dear, is a thief. She'll steal your soul and flee on little fairy wings.
And stay out of my shit, or I'll rip your leg off and bury it in the backyard.
I love you. Bye, Grandma. One day we'll drink and then she'll be herself again. Lucas will leave her be so she can torture me just like she always did. Till then, I'm just a strange, fat
Magnificent feast, all thanks to my ageless lady wife. This dinner puts me in mind of my great ancestor, Hector Fernando Escondido Chimichanga. A man hated by the church, but clever with a quip. In fact, while being burned alive, he said to the priest, he would pink in the middle, a little crispy on the outside. Of course.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
Well, I'm so glad we can all meet. And now Lucas has something he'd like to say.
Oh.
He was going to say it during dinner, but he didn't, so he's going to say it now.
Right. Well, like Wednesday said,
Wednesday, aren't you forgetting something?
What?
The game!
Daddy, no, not the game.
But it's a family tradition.
Pugsley butt out, okay?
But we have to.
He's right, Wednesday, and it's best we do it now before we're too old and wrinkled and waste any more of our lives.
And now the game! We call it Operación de Revelar.
Oh, Spanish! What does it mean?
Full disclosure.
Everyone sips from the sacred family chalice and confesses something they've never told anyone.
Loosely based on the Inquisition. Our people have played it for centuries.
You're right, Dad. Great idea. We'll all confess something we've never told anyone. Lucas?
Infernal, Daddy goes first. And there is something I need to share. Lurch, the chalice. This is the sacred chalice from Adam's family's past. Burn in my digitalis and fast. Die cast. Here in this sweet vibration, salvation resides. Feel this sweet sensation, revelation provides. Full disclosure, it's the game that we play. Let your darkest his secrets give you away. Face your demons and then openly say, I play full disclosure with all these crazy hopping people. Full disclosure, it's a hell of a thing. Once a favorite of the leaping jumping. Doesn't matter if you're right or left wing. He loves his full disclosure. Full disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure. Disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure. I had a dream. And in the dream, I was a goat. And... no, I can't. No, I can't. No, really, I can't. Okay, so I'm a goat. Leaping from crag to crag, like we do. And there before me is a beautiful lady goat. Her haunches trembling in the mist. But just as I am about to embrace her, a crow appears saying, I will walk on your face. So I say to this crow, silly bird, what do you know of true love? And suddenly, my beautiful lady goat is transformed into a plum. The most luscious of all the fruits. And I take a bite, and the juice, the juice is so sweet. Full disclosure.
So now I'm a goat?
A dream, Connor.
A goat with horns and a beard?
Okay, so we lose the goat. No goat, goats. Just the plum, yeah?
Oh, let's hear from Fester. The chalice.
I am in love.
In love.
Fester! You're probably thinking, what could a fat, cold person of no specific sexuality know about love? But I, too, am in love. Fester loves.
Oh, Fester. Who is it?
The moon.
The moon. You're in love with the moon.
It's the most beautiful thing I ever heard.
I haven't told her yet. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. Just embrace it and swoon. Embrace it and swoon. Embrace her all and drop it the moon. He loves that moon. Loves her serving with a signature tune. They call it full disclosure.
Look, this is her. Me before beauty, barking up
do whatever it is they do. Thank you for a very instructive evening.
No! You can't leave. If we don't finish the game, it's very bad luck. People have died. Lucas, pass the chalice to Lucas.
No, thank you. I think I've heard everything I need to hear from Lucas. Lucas.
Daddy, talk to her.
I've still got the goat problem.
Okay, my turn.
Wednesday?
Oh, excellent. Wednesday at the full disclosure. The chalice. Where's the chalice?
Yes, now in a dash of potion, my sister blows her cool. In slow motion, children drool. Once in a matrimonium, and then she will change. Boy, oh boy, her full disclosure's gonna be strange.
The moment of pride. She said nothing to hide. Make her
Oh, well, as you can see, my wife's not herself, so we'll just...
Oh, no! We're in the middle of a game, so put on your silent cap and sit your ass down.
I don't understand. It's just a California Merlot.
I don't think these people...
This man used to come home every night and say, I missed you, baby. You bloody hug. We'd go upstairs and we wouldn't come down until the 11 o'clock news.
Mom!
It's okay, Lucas. Parents do it. Live with it. He disappeared into his work and he never came home until after the news. What did you think I was doing all that time, Mal? I was waiting. A woman waits for marriage. A woman waits for children. She waits for her big mom to come back home. At 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, till it's 9 o'clock, and there's no clock to ease the pain. Then she can't explain. As the woman waits in the dark for a spark that once was there, but isn't waiting and waiting, wanting and wasting and more. Waiting, fixating, debating, who's waiting, isolating, lactating, and so we wait to laugh. Oh, we wait to cry. Oh, we wait for every hopeful word. Waiting for a lousy, rotting, vicious, rancid, lost, unfitting, frenzied rage.
Well, that's no dark even for us. Full disclosure, while that story was grim, we're talking well filled with fear and loathing up to the brim. It's like a bread. Just imagine me married to him.
Okay, Evans, I got one for you. You people are insane. You got a house when there shouldn't be a house. You got a love-starved squid in the basement, a zombie in the kitchen.
But a man who's dating the moon, I wouldn't exactly say we're dating.
We're simple people, Mr. Adams. We're not used to your sophisticated New York lifestyle. So with your permission, we're just going to go back to the real America. Full disclosure.
It doesn't count.
Oh, why not?
You didn't use the chalice.
Lucas, help your mother off the table.
Wait! I'm sorry, but Lucas won't be going with you.
Why not?
Wednesday, no.
Because Lucas and I are getting married.
What?
Wednesday, you can't get married. You're just a baby.
She's joking.
No joke! Full disclosure. This is true, Lucas? Yes, it's true.
I wasn't talking to you. You think to make off with my child.
You don't know anything about me.
Don't talk to him like that.
Don't talk to her like that.
Don't talk to who like what? Baby Goldilocks. Okay, you know what? This is ridiculous. We are not normal, okay? Whatever that is. I'm sorry. We tried. But this is who we are. Take it or leave it. Now tell them, Lucas. Tell them we're getting married.
Yes, tell me on face.
Everybody shut up! Let the boy speak. You want to marry this person?
Yes, I do.
Oh, it can't be.
You marry her, I'm cutting you off. Not a single penny.
So we get married. All this culture, what a miserable game. Playing what's in life is never Someone's dying, so someone's to blame. Enough of
Ah, never fails. You let nature take its course. Chaos. I mean, is this any way to end an act? Actually, yes. But it'd be better if the guests couldn't leave just yet. Don't you think? Yeah. Okay, dead people, give me some weather.
That's a hurricane! Look at the yellow fucking line!
Well, Vibekins, looks like you'll be spending the night. That's what happens when you play.
Wait. Can we think this over for a minute?
But you said yes in front of everybody.
What was I gonna do? You give me that look, you know, like before you kill a pigeon.
So what is it now? Maybe?
You know what I think? You don't really want to get married. You just said that. Just stick it to your parents.
Don't psychoanalyze me, Lucas. It's a deep, dark hole, and you don't want to go there. Come on.
But you heard him. He's cutting me off. How are we gonna live?
Stop being so scared of everything.
Yeah, you're not scared.
I eat scared for breakfast, honey. Yeah. We don't need your father's money or his stupid blessing.
Yeah, let's go back in the house and make some rational decisions.
I don't want rational decisions. I want dangerous, impulsive, crazy decisions.
Where are we gonna go?
I don't care. Are you coming or not?
Look, I can't just run away. I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you're gonna be when you wake up and you're 46 and working for your father.
I can be impulsive. I just need to think about it first.
There you are. Promises broken. Marriage is threatened. now? Can this be repaired, or do you all leave in an hour feeling vaguely depressed? Let's find out, shall we?
Married. They're getting married.
Who are these people? Savages? What a tradition!
You know what that means?
The marriage is proposed, the fathers meet, the dowry is discussed.
What happened to the fun?
6 bales of hay, so many bushels of wheat.
What have I become?
Perhaps a cow.
What?
Or a pig. What?
Not a cow.
Who said that?
You did. Have I wasted my life?
Harry, where do you get this? The best is yet to come.
Oh, I know what's to come. Alone and forgotten in a tiny room, living on cat food and memories. A sign on the bed that says, "Do not resuscitate." That's what happens to mothers. Look at yours. She came for the weekend. The weeks turn into months. It's 12 years later and she's still up there. Unwanted, mocked, tolerated. Smoking weed in the attic. A grandma. Well, I'm not going to end up like your mother.
My mother? I thought she was your mother. No, seriously. Dara!
My daughter's getting married. I can't believe it's true. She doesn't ask her parents before she says I do. And what about my husband? Oblivious, naive. This evening's getting serious. These Ohio winds won't leave. I can't let these latest problems rob me of my bliss. For when I'm scared of true disaster, I remember this. Death is just around the corner, waiting patiently to strike. One unplanned electrocution, that's the kind of end I can comprehend when I'm feeling uninspired, or I need a little spree. I am reborn, knowing death is just around the corner, coming after me. Get it? Coroner? Death is just around the coroner. Death is just around the corner, waiting high upon the hill. Someone buried in an avalanche. Whoa, that's the kind of gig I can really dig. Marriage often disappoints you. Not each husband is a gem. So long more knowing death is just around the corner, coming after them. If life's all close, I'll muddle through some. But when death comes, I hope it's gruesome. Some people die from puppet stoning, faulty wiring, faulty zoning, cherry pits they didn't know were there. It could be by a jungle cat, slippery mat,
A baseball bat.
perhaps an unsuccessful love affair. It could be in a thunderstorm, it could be underwater, it could be in a freshman dorm, or even by your daughter. Perhaps a bad mosquito bite,
A tile fight.
religious rites like carnage, it might even be tonight. It's just around the corner. No one's ever really good. Turning off the respirator. Oh, with a simple click, scandalously quick. I can raise a new tomorrow.
Alice, what is wrong with you?
I feel so dark. I feel so dead. All is black inside my face.
Oh boy, they really got to you. That doesn't even rhyme.
You got a problem with that?
When you snap out of it, Lucas is getting married.
He's in love.
Oh yeah, with Diana the Huntress. And how long do you think that's gonna last?
What's the difference? We're all gonna die anyway.
Bunch of creeped out left-wing Spanish weirdos. And it's all your fault. If you hadn't been encouraging him with all that writing and poetry and gods and goddesses.
Oh, little Mal, you'll get a hernia.
Well, I had plans for the boy.
I guess he made his own plans.
You can't always get what you want in life, Alice.
Don't I know it, Mal?
$50,000 a year for a fancy college, and for what? So he could go live in a park and eat pigeons? Huh. Not on my watch, pal. Not. What? What is this?
You want to act like a tool? Go sleep in the shed.
Storms past. Thought I'd get a little moon. Ladies! Oh, look at her! Lovely is she not, and so far away. Yes, my dears, in matters of love, distance is our friend. See how these couples, once so close, bridle against each other? Closeness? No, thank you. 250,000 miles away. Now that's a good distance for romance. We never fight. Each waning is a heartbreaking separation. Each meeting, a happy reunion. When the daylight ends and the moon ascends, I would rather be just the moon and me. When I feel her pull and my heart is full, and the night is softly, sweetly calling, faster look and see. La 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 la. It's a dream that's coming true when the moon says, I love you. Though I'm told it's wrong when I sing my song. She accepts, she attends, she believes, she befriends. La 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 la. It's a dream that's when the moon says I love you. How it can feel when love is real. Wednesday.
Don't even.
Where do you think you're going, young lady?
Away.
Elopement?
Daddy, will you please just let me go?
Oh, first your mother, now you. Enough with the hormones. You forget yourself. You forget your family. Marriage is a big step.
There's not going to be any marriage.
No, why?
He failed.
A breach of promise, an outrage.
He thought running away was a bad idea.
On the other hand, he does have a point.
I hate him.
Well, it's a beginning. Something to build on.
He says he can't live without me, and then he lets me go. I love him. Why doesn't he love me?
You just said you hated him. Which is it?
Both.
Now you got it. Right and wrong, who's to say which we should refuse? All we know, love survives, either way we choose. Here you are at the edge, go ahead and fall. Don't resist, I insist, love still conquers all. It even conquered you, my little Attila. You're growing up.
And you're cool with that?
Yes. And no. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling sad. A little childish. A little dead. I think of all the days you've known, all the ways you've drawn, see you on your own, and then I'm feeling happy and sad again. I think I'm rested, but then I'm tired. Today requested, tomorrow fired, and now our boy says he adores she who once was yours. How can I ignore such news? I'm sad and happy, why should I choose? Life is full of contradictions, every inch a mile. At the moment we start weeping, that's when we should smile. So many memories. Wednesday, eating her first worm. Wednesday, sealing up her baby brother in the wall. Wednesday, setting fire to the Jehovah's Witness. And I think, where did the years go? I am sad, but then I think, lovely young woman. Like the bull, when the matador put his sword into him, and he look at the matador and say, "Nice job. I hate you." In every heaven, you'll find some hell, and there's a welcome in each farewell. Life can be harsh, the future strict. Who would dare predict? And the boy you picked, not bad. So let's be happy, forever happy, completely happy. tiny bit
How long have you been standing in the shadows?
My whole life.
You should be a poet. Have you met my daughter? This is Wednesday. The best thing that will ever happen to you. Don't screw it up.
Yes?
Look, I can't stand the idea of not being with you.
5 minutes ago you could.
No, but see, the lover always comes back. Ulysses, Tristan, Romeo.
Look, I'm homeschooled. What's your point?
We're connected. We read each other's thoughts. We're like one mind split in half.
Okay. Then let's find out. Thank you. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Here, put this apple on your head.
That's fine.
We're gonna see how connected we really are. Go stand by the tree.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You want me to...
Uh-huh.
You're crazy.
And you're not crazy enough. That's the problem. Once I was hopeful, thought we were one. Life less than perfect, finally begun. But now I wonder, are we undone? I want to treasure you in death as well as life. I want to touch you with my love and with my knife. But can I live as your tormentor and your wife? I'm crazier than you. I'm crazier than you. And nothing until now has proved me wrong. I'm crazier than you. That's just the overview. So get on board or simply move along.
I'm not impulsive.
I truly love you.
I'm not deranged.
I never asked that of you.
In this moment, I feel I've changed. I wanna climb Mount Everest, go to Mozambique. I wanna be impulsive, want to be unique. Can you believe I mean it when you hear me shriek? I'm crazier than you, I'm crazier than you. And now I'll prove to you exactly how. I'm crazier than you, I'll do what you can do. From here on in, I give my soul a vow.
Take your rope from its quiver, hold it in your hand and wave.
Pierce the apple, not the liver. We're dancing on my grave.
Place it in the bowl and say,
Can't you shoot that thing away?
I'm gonna demonstrate that fear is my idea.
Girl, you know that fear is sure.
In the more that you cry for life is the
And my life must be real.
and a passion I release and sing
You know what? Okay. You want to talk crazy? Here's crazy.
Okay, now it's getting interesting.
I will guide the arrow. I will concentrate and guide it. I'll guide it with my love.
What if I miss?
Then you'll be the last thing I ever see.
That is so hot.
Ready?
Focus!
Gotcha.
You know I'm crazier than you. I'm crazier than you. And nothing hits me when I hear you say, I'm crazier than you. It's all part of me, true.
What's wrong, my little cockroach?
I can't sleep.
Why?
There's no monster in the closet.
I'm sure he's hiding someplace else.
Mommy, I have a full disclosure.
Yes?
What if you tried to do something to somebody and you ended up doing it to somebody else?
Are we talking about anyone we know?
No, more of a hypothetical.
Oh, we don't deal in hypotheticals around here. Only harsh realities.
Yeah, but I was talking to Grandma.
Oh, don't listen to that ancient woman. She may not even be part of this family.
Is Wednesday really gonna marry that guy?
She might.
Make me feel better, Mom.
Life is a tightrope, my child, and at the other end is your coffin.
Thanks, Mommy.
Now close your eyes or the monster won't come out and eat you up.
To the piggies.
All right. This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed home. This little piggy got swine flu, and this little piggy got none. And this little piggy went wee, wee, wee all the way home. And this little piggy had children. They grew up, forgot all about their mother, and she died a lonely death. Better?
Uh-huh. Night, Mommy.
Good night, Bugsy.
electors, and then the electors vote for president. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, you crazy calamari. You too, eh?
Let's just not have any conversation, okay?
Absolutely. We shall put on our silent caps.
Good.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking if I live to be 100, I'll never understand women. And that's the whole point, isn't it? The mystery of attraction. Who can fathom it? It brings to mind my great-great Uncle Julio from the old country, who married his horse. Strange to say a man marries his horse, and yet they were very happy together. She cooked for him, cleaned, ironed his pantalones. On Sundays, he rode her to church. And of an evening, they would share a bucket of sangria. Yes, there were issues. But they made it work. In fact, in 1910, Uncle Julio's wife won the Preakness.
As I gotta tell you, I didn't think it could get any stranger, and yet here we are.
And the night is still young. A toast, my friend, to strangeness. Salute!
Salud! Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know why, maybe you're just crazy enough to understand.
I'm all ears.
When I was a kid, I used to dream I was in the ocean swimming with the fish. Big ones, little ones, and they took me in, and I was happy.
You were happy, swimming with the fishes.
They got it all figured out. They mind their own business. They got no responsibility. They don't need a license to get married. And if you leave them alone, they can live to be 100 years old. If I ever come back, I want to come back as a fish.
You know, with a little oxel grease, you can fit right into this family.
That's not in the cards, my friend. The boy's coming home with us.
I don't think so.
Oh, why not?
They're in love. love.
Can we talk about anything else but love?
Love that launched 1,000 ships.
Please, let's talk about anything else but love.
Love that causes war and famine.
Can't we speak about Middlestate?
Love of wives.
Or Watergate?
Love of children.
Seasonal fluctuations and the climate display.
Love of chocolate. You must love chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate. Say you do. Say.
And they talk about anything else but
Love is elation like an oration. Love speaks to us in tongues. Natural as breathing, simple as breathing, air in the lobster lungs. Love looks at us and sighs.
That's all a pack of lies. Love is a fiction, like an addiction. Love is an ancient curse. Posing contentment, causing resentment, fulfillment in reverse. Love is a dismal thing.
Love, why should we fight? Let's sing. And you know the only thing better than singing?
What?
Singing you don't sing. Let's not talk about anything else but love. Worth repeating. Let's not talk about anything else but love.
Why?
Life is fleeting and pleasures come, pleasures go. Love can come and go in one throw. Let's not talk about anything else but love. But love, but love. Did I just hear the word love? Let's not talk about anything else but
Of
love.
all the scams I've ever heard, love's the one that's most absurd.
Let's not talk about anything else but love.
Look what good it's done, not for me, not my son.
Be patient, and soon the way will be clear. Focus your fear, and troubles all will disappear. Let's not think about anything else but love.
Tell you to show this to my mother didn't know, you see.
Let's not think about anything else but love.
I'm afraid if I touch, I don't like it so much. What do you do?
Say goodnight. But don't dream I'm starting a fight. Let's not talk about anything else but love. Since the dawn of man began, everyone has had a plan for neighbors to Afghanistan, immortalized by Paul Cézanne. Just like in the Reagan man, it was sort of tensions ran, and so we'll do the best we can by golly and by partisan. Let's not talk about anything old. Please don't leave us out in the cold. Let's not talk about anything else but love.
Where are we going?
Up the stairs. But love what? We'll say. But love. Swim with the fishy! My gift to you! Ah, love!
Did I just hear the word love? Not love, but love, nothing but love. Let's not talk about anything else but love. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Let's not talk about anything else but love!
Cookie-mama, shall we talk about beating heart, body parts,
Practicing what practical lies!
I was in love once.
Woodstock, 1969, the summer of love. I wake up basking in afterglow next to John Lennon. He turns to me and says, I'm trying to write a song, but nothing's coming. Got any apples? Got any ludes? I say, John, honey, you don't need that stuff. All you need is love. Shaving my beard.
I'm now a brand new... What rhymes with chalice? Mal. You sure he's down here? Mal? Mal? I'll tell you one thing, Chuckles. We are not going back to the way things were, rattling around that house waiting for Mr. Big to come home so I can watch him eat. You hear me, Mal? That is over. History. You know, Lurch, another time, another place. Who knows?
Alice?
Mal, we have to have a talk. This isn't working. It hasn't been working for a very
Something
long time.
happened. Something weird and wonderful.
Where the hell have you been?
I forgot who I was to become what I am. My heart was shut tight like a cherry stone plant. I come out of my shell. I ate to begin. I opened my heart. Alice, please move back in.
Mal, you're rhyming.
It's for you, baby. It's all for you. I hear a music I have never heard before. I feel the waves, though I am nowhere near the shore. In the arms of a squid, I touch my secret longing, all embraced as I faced a world both warm and new. In the charms of a squid, I lost my inhibitions and found my love for you. And in the arms of a squid, all tentacled and squishy, rearranged, I was changed to something sort of fishy. Then at once, as I hugged a thousand cups of suction, I found my love for you. But guess I discovered cuddling with a two-touch stepmother. I was saved and born in this. She saw my soul. She took control. Finally, I can stomach sushi. But my dear, now it's clear. My love for you is a close in its arms. Oh, sweet, I was scared and I did. And my heart from my
Of the magic ray. She's a maniac. On the floor.
Grandma, I'd like to bury the hatchet.
Okay, but only if you get me a new hatchet.
Doug, I'm having some terrible thoughts.
Oh, you mean like I'm useless and nobody loves me and I've wasted my life?
Yes.
Sounds right. See you later.
Wait, Grandma, wait. I need something.
Oh, honey, there's no potion for what you got. But look on the bright side. Soon your bones will get brittle. You'll fall in the tub and snap a femur. And when your friend's out of rehab, you'll take your first step off the curb and a bus will turn you into guacamole.
down years ago.
Hang in there, honey. It only gets worse. Here, have some acrimonium on the house. Hey! Somebody swiped my acrimonium! Alert! Emergency! Woo! Woo!
Clara, don't stand so close.
Why not?
You might fall, and then I would have to fill out a lot of forms.
I told you no good would come from this dinner. Did you listen? You did not. I begged you, and I was right.
Clara, you are always right. Now it's a beautiful night. Come, dance with me.
I can't. Fire is out.
As your legion master, I command you.
I make you Legion Master. I just never told you. What do you think you were before you met me?
Half of something.
Of what?
Of us. Will you shut up? Let's go. Come away from the edge, Harry, that we embrace death. But we do not choose it. He chooses us. Until then, let us dance and laugh and make love. Until the very gods weep with envy.
Mother told me to beware of short men with honeyed tongues.
But I lack in height. I make up for in shallowness.
You really think you can sway me with a joke?
It's the last thing I try before the chloroform. You want to see the world? Come. I show you. Here, my heart.
Silver-tongued devil.
Let's live before we die. Let's laugh before we cry. Let's hold each other tight and dance. Let's try before we fail. Let's fly before we fail. Let's keep things black and white and dance. The world we see can only be our friend if you and me keep dancing to the end. Can't we see eye to eye and oversimplify? Let's live before we die and dance.
You think you're pretty charming, don't you?
You used to.
That was yesterday. What about tomorrow?
My darling, don't let's ask for the stars. When we have this big, love-struck moon.
I've never been inclined to leave the past behind.
Let's stay right where we are and dance.
If like a castanet, we'll click with no regret.
Let's find the evening star and dance.
The
The place we're in can never be what was.
till we
Till we begin to do what dancing does. Don't leave me high and dry. But can't you see that I say live before we die?
Has anyone ever told you you move like a corpse?
Thank you. I studied with Lurch. If time is ticking by, then maybe we should try to face it as a pair and dance. Although we're lost, we're drifting out to sea.
But side by side,
we're gloomy as can be, and gloomy as can be. If you can take my hand, then surely we can stand to live before we die.
changed our lives. How can I ever thank you?
Don't thank me. Thank the crazy calamari.
Dad, I need a one-on-one, man-to-man.
Go for it, son.
About your money? We don't want it.
Good, because we won't have it. I'm going to sell the business and build aquariums. Way to go, Dad.
Okay, fun seekers. My acrimonium was missing, so I sniffed around. Fess up, you little bedbug. I wanted my sister to stop being happy and dump this loser. Only the rhyming lady drank the stuff instead.
Oh, wait, you gave a child acrimonium?
Did not. I gave him love and understanding. It's a lot more than I get around here. How you feeling, honey? Still a little dark?
Who wants to know?
I'll take that as a yes.
You want to marry this girl?
I do.
Why?
She makes me totally crazy.
Welcome to the club.
What happened, Dad? You smell like low tide.
You want to marry this boy?
I do.
Why?
He talks good and he's willing to die for me. I need to ask you something.
Yes?
Just ask her.
Can I have your blessing?
Of course you can. May you have many children, and may they all give you as much grief as you've given us.
Thanks, Mom.
Attention, everybody. I have a full disclosure. I am taking my beautiful wife to Paris.
Gomez, the sewers.
Special package. 1 day, 7 nights.
Je t'aime, mon cher. Je t'aime toujours.
Pugsley Adams, do you realize the full scope of what happened here tonight?
Vaguely.
Purely selfish motives. You turned the simple dinner party into a night from hell.
We couldn't be more proud.
My son, you embraced the darkness of your despair. And suddenly, the world makes sense. You are a true adult. Right and wrong, who's to say which we should refuse? All we know, love survives, either way we choose. Where, you ask, do we go when the world's not right? You and I, we reply, someplace out of sight. Move toward the darkness. Welcome the unknown. Ignore blackness, demons. Find your bleakest mold. Lose your inhibitions. Love what once was mine. Move toward the darkness. Smile. moon, Alice.